Hey, welcome to the Porch Bois podcast. I am, of course, your brand new Tennessean host John, uh, joining you from Tennessee. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty. Alongside these two people who have not transplanted, bunch of layabouts and you know couch potatoes. We got Seawall. We got Midget B. How are you guys doing in the states that you haven't left in quite some time?
Well, John, I mean, you got to use the proper term for your area.
Oh God, you're gonna do
It's
that again?
Stucky. It's
It's
South
not gonna
Kentucky.
stick.
It's Stucky.
No,
It's
we're
not
not
gonna
doing
stick,
that
dude.
again.
It's
Thank
not gonna
you.
stick. Stop trying to make
Let's.
fetch a thing. It's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
it's not. Well, thank you for asking, John. I'm feeling rather sedentary. So,
Yeah, I can tell you guys are very
appreciate it.
sedentary.
Yep, haven't
Not
left for.
transplanting your entire lives,
That's right.
thousand miles away.
I've already done that twice, so, well, 3 times.
Well, maybe it's time to do it again.
No,
That's
I'm
right.
good. I'm good. I'm comfy. I'm comfy in a house I own.
I guess if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
But yes, in case no one else has heard, I am now a Tennessean. So
For
yeah, it's
sure.
official. And yeah, here I am. I'm actually
Yeah,
in
do
a
you have
hotel.
a
I haven't even
residence
done
yet?
yet.
I was gonna say, is it official? Do you have a fucking address? Do you have a residential
Well,
address?
I do have an address. I just haven't moved
Do you have
into
a
it yet.
post office box? Do you have a something? You take mail in Tennessee? Do you
No,
have
not
a
yet.
utility bill to prove it? Do you have a
Well, I've got a.
state ID, state issued ID?
No, I don't do that. I don't do the IDs thing anymore. Which I was actually thinking about that. I haven't told anyone else this actually, except for my wife knows that I wanted to get the Gadsden flag license plate, but I haven't even told her this yet. I don't think I'm going to get that anymore. Because I was thinking about it, and I'm like, it's kind of a mockery. It's kind of like a smack in the face. It's like, oh, register your vehicle with the government, and we'll let you have this
uh,
like thing that represents freedom.
I like how that irks
Like,
you. I
oh,
like how that fucking bothers
that
you.
definitely bothers me. So I don't think I'm going to get it now.
That's
Like, no, you're
funny.
just like insulting me while I give you money. Fuck you.
uh,
um,
I see what Quest did. WEB Du Bois. But yeah,
oh,
it is pretty funny. Like,
yeah.
I see the irony. You can't stand it, huh?
No, I'm not a fan. And when I realized it did it, it made me really
You
mad.
feel insulted, like a slap in the
Right.
face, like
It
this
really
state
is.
is pissing on you.
Right. It's
There
like,
you
give us
go.
money and we'll allow
Give
you
us
to
money.
have this thing, a
Right.
symbol that
We'll
represents freedom.
we'll coerce you, into driving the way we say you drive.
Right.
But we'll give you this little carrot, on the
Yeah, yeah,
stick.
that way you feel like you're free. Like, fuck you, man. Yeah.
I really love how that
I mean,
irks you.
John,
That
just
that
at this
cracks
point, go
me up.
full sovereign citizen. Just put a piece of
So
cardboard that in
funny.
your license plate that just says "I'm traveling, not driving." It works
Yeah.
every
That's
time.
funny.
Oh, that's what I've heard. Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
cops love it, and they love
yeah,
whenever you bring it up.
yeah.
Yeah. But I did get to exercise a constitutional right that I have not legally been able to in the past. Um, I got to conceal carry my firearm today. That was pretty.
Oh, they're a
Yeah,
con
with
carry state.
no
What?
Yes.
constitutional. Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
Tennessee is indeed. Well, somewhat. So there's some
Speaking
weird
of,
like
it's
things with
about
it, but yeah.
goddamn time. It's about goddamn time that I finally got a notification from Smith that I'm getting my gun back this week.
Oh God, that's been forever.
Yeah, it's been 9 weeks, and it's
Holy
gonna
shit.
be until the end of this week too.
Oh my God, dude, that sucks.
Yeah, it's gonna be a full ass 9 weeks. It does suck, dicks. That really pisses me off. I sure hope it shoots good, because I got a lot of ammunition and I really want to shoot it.
Fucking better, yeah. But yeah, it was cool. I actually figured out that the jacket that I wear is I have to wear a jacket here. It's really weird. Not used to that, but
I
I
bet.
had to wear a jacket, and it was my one from military school, and it's got this nice, convenient pocket on the inside that you can kind of clip a holster onto the inside of, and makes for a pretty good carrying pocket. I like it. It was
Nice.
comfortable. It didn't like protrude
Yeah,
or
well, can you
show
get
easily.
into the inside of the jacket to get to it?
Yeah,
How do you keep the jacket unbuttoned? Doesn't it swing
it's
around
a
under the weight
it's a
of the gun?
zipper. So I zip it up to like just under my solar plexus, so I can still reach into it easily, but it's zipped up a little bit, so it's not like flopping around or anything. I had to figure out like the perfect position for it.
Right. I was gonna say it would flop around, don't you think?
No, it does. It really didn't. Like it really didn't. It was
That's
perfect.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Good. That's what I was concerned about. Is like, wouldn't you, if you had your jacket open to get to it, it would flop around. But if you had your jacket closed, then you couldn't fucking get to it.
Right. So I
What
had
do you
to,
fucking do?
I found the perfect like medium where I zipped it up just enough to where I could still get to it, so it
All
won't
right.
flop
It's got a
around.
zipper and not buttons. I
Right.
thought it was like a BDU or something.
No. It's just a black jacket. Very comfy though.
Well, good. Good thing that's working for you.
Yeah, so it was pretty
You
cool.
won't always have the jacket, you know. You don't need a inside the waistband holster.
Right. Well, so I was actually thinking because of that, that I actually want to get like an over the shoulder holster. I think that'd be a lot more
like a
comfortable.
detective style holster kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like your old '60s style detectives had with their.
Well,
yeah.
I guess you're broad enough that it wouldn't.
That's
You saw me
right.
try. You saw me try to fucking put the K frame under my shoulder, and that shit doesn't work. Fucking shit is wider than my torso.
Right.
Also,
Well, I mean,
Mijjt,
you're built like a pencil though, so like that's
Yeah,
not that's not fair to you.
Yeah, you don't have that problem, is what I'm saying.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Far from it. Yeah. What was that, Seawallow? You were saying something?
Oh, I was just gonna make fun of Mijjit being a midget. So
Fair enough.
No, that's not fair. It wasn't a K frame; it was a L frame. But still, same size.
Yeah. But it was funny though. When I was walking around like with it in my jacket, it kind of reminded me of like the first few times I went in public while stoned, and I'm like, oh my god, everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Well, to be fair, dude, it is Tennessee, and they have constitutional carry, so
yeah,
pretty much everybody knows that everybody knows that everybody knows they're carrying.
right.
I
I mean,
think.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't see anybody else, but I mean,
Of
that's
course,
probably the point.
like,
Yeah, that's probably
that's
the point.
the point. Everybody knows that everybody knows that
It was
everybody
just
knows
like
everyone else is carrying.
it was just like asking, asking your friend, like, "Oh, do I look high? Do I look high?" And they're like, "No, you're good." I kept having
You're
to do that with
good.
my wife. I'm like, "Can you see? Like, is it poking out? Can you see it? Like, is it, you know?"
Ah, you're bothering her.
Yeah, it was funny.
All right, well let's bring Robert on.
yeah.
All right,
Talk
if you want
about
to do that,
guns
bring
all
on Mr.
fucking day.
Superfly.
Talk about guns all fucking day.
Do you need me to drag him down, Mijjit?
Yeah.
Okay, bringing him in.
Oi, bruv.
Yo's, what's up?
Oh,
Oh,
Wait.
Yo's, he's probably using his cell phone. Like a weeb.
Oh shit.
Like Quest was, Quest was talking shit.
Anyway, so I just messaged him. Hopefully that works.
Hopefully that works. Yeah,
How do
yeah, that's funny. I'm glad that my being irked at the other areas, at the irony of paying the state for a symbol of freedom, made you laugh. Glad.
That entertains me
Glad that
quite a
brought
lot,
you joy.
actually.
Yeah.
That was really funny, particularly funny to me.
So, John, is that malicious compliance a little bit, or not really, or is that just begrudging compliance?
Wait, for what?
Paying the state for a symbol of freedom.
Freedom? No, that's a mockery.
Yeah.
That's an insult.
Yeah.
It is
They're saying,
like
"Pay
the
me,
irony
fuck
is a
you."
mockery. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like you need to participate in the system that you hate in
well,
order
see,
for us to let you signal to others that you hate participating in it. Right? Like,
right, exactly,
fuck you. You have to show to others that you submitted to the system
right,
that you hate the system that you're submitting to. Right?
right, exactly. Yeah,
It's a humiliation.
it really
It
is.
really
Yeah,
is. It's a
I'm like,
humiliation.
fuck that, fuck you. Not doing it. Yeah, I'm not doing that now.
I don't know if that was explained clearly, but I think John knows what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm the one who called it out. I guess I don't know. I've never heard anyone else say anything like that before. Never heard anyone
Oh,
else
I
be like,
never
"No,
thought
fuck
about it
that."
like that. I never
I
thought about
hadn't
it like
either until this afternoon. So,
right, but then you think about it, you applied your fucking noggin to the situation and you were like, you know what? You know what? This is
like, fuck these
fucked.
guys, dude. Yeah,
Right. No, that's what separates, man from beast, bro, is like that thought process, man, that oh, wait a minute, I'm being ritually humiliated, on a cosmic scale so as to please, the god Baal and, enable human sacrifice and stuff like that and
well, that sounds.
adrenochrome manufacture on behalf of Hollywood weirdos, who keep
They
telling
really
me
are
how to
fucking
vote.
weirdos, aren't they?
God damn, they fucking are. But back to the subject of like guns and your freedoms in Tennessee and how
Yeah.
like what kind of license plate are you gonna ultimately get then, you
Oh, I'm gonna
fucking
get their
cuck,
default
you
fucking
cuck.
one. Yeah, the default, like the one that I don't have to pay extra for. Fuck you. And fuck your fucking like, oh, I'm gonna have some kind of custom license plate.
A
Like,
vanity
nah.
plate.
Yeah, vanity plate, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
gonna
their
pay you
official.
more so I can have the words I
That's their
want.
official designation, a vanity plate, because that's what it is,
Yeah.
vanity.
Well,
Well,
it's the
cars are
same concept
vanity,
though.
bro. Yeah.
Same concept.
Well, bro carries I think our guest here, Superfly, I guess we'll refer to him as, uh carries you guys might remember him, viewers, from our Jackbox episode. Anyway, um he carries a full-size pistol.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I own.
Oh, I guess you don't carry that, do you?
Carry it though.
No, no,
I was gonna ask how you carried it, because we're
no,
looking for ideas.
no. No. The point is that is a very sizable gun as compared to the width of my hips. Okay, so like
Yeah, that's true.
if I were to carry and I were to carry it, I would have to have it. I don't know. It would all be theory until I get to try it out and practicality takes over. Like
I
that's
guess you
really
hadn't
it.
tried it yet. I thought maybe that's the one that you carried with you.
No, I can't.
Anyway, yeah, the thing is, I obviously, with the 4-inch
Uh,
revolver, I'm packing, like, I can hit that 100-yard target. It was fun, dude. Me and Villius went out, John, Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, to saltwaters again. We like to go out there. That's just where we go because we can shoot steel, and that's what
Yeah.
we
Hell yeah.
know.
Yeah, that was fun.
Anyway, yeah, it was pretty fun. So I set some water bottles out to 100 yards, and out to 200 yards as well. There we go. There he is now, in fact. Yeah, dude, didn't we shoot stuff?
It was a good day, man.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I guess we talked about guns. Anyway, hey, Villius, I
No,
didn't tell
gun
you
streaming.
yet, dude. Yeah, I heard from Smith and Wesson. I'm gonna get my gun back this week.
Oh,
Nice.
motherfucker, you haven't even told me yet. You son.
No, I hadn't either. I hadn't told any of you guys. I just found out this morning. I hadn't told y'all. But
How
yeah,
dare you?
dude.
You should have called me immediately.
Yeah, I know, right?
Thought we
I
were
should have
friends.
stopped everything.
Right.
No, but I am excited. I was so fucking I'm pissed off about that, and I called like 3 times, and every single time they had the same fucking answer for me, and every single time it was a week later. It was fucked up, dude.
That's horrible. I'm
Yeah,
so glad my shit was right.
yeah, right out of the box,
Right.
right? No
Right.
problems.
The only thing I have to do is adjust the sights a little bit, or
Do
adjust
you
myself.
even?
I don't think so. I think I need to adjust myself.
Maybe
I
so.
think I am the retard. I think it is operator error.
So,
I think it was the same problem I had with the revolver. It was like low and left.
Yeah, okay, that's your trigger pull, bro.
Yeah,
That's your trigger pull for sure.
yeah. So that's on me. So there you go. Like there
Hmm.
you go.
Well, like I said, I've got 500 rounds sitting in the closet for now 2 or 3 months almost.
You've got the 9mm too, right?
Now I got the 30 super
You got
carry, the
30.
new
Yeah, okay,
shit,
yeah.
the new shit, and that's probably the issue too. It's that brand new fucking shit that's hardly developed by manufactured by two like manufacturers right now, Reming shit, and Federal. So the Reming shit is totally shit, by all accounts, and then the Federal Premium is like decent, but it's still a new round and
Federal.
still had fucking issues.
I think Federal is what I got when I got the what was it, like the 800 rounds
Hell
for
yeah, dude. For
there was
the
22.
22
So
LR, yeah.
everyone calmed down. I didn't break the bank on it, but
No, in
and it
fact,
was
I
on
think you got
sale.
it for like 100 and what? 200? 80 bucks?
No,
Was it 80 bucks?
it was like $80. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, it was like
it was
80
fucking
bucks for
crazy.
like it was dope. It was like 10
Yeah,
cents,
instead of
something
10
like
cents
that.
around.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, that was Federal, I believe, and that worked mostly well. I mean, when you get 800 rounds and they're just thrown in a box like that, you're gonna get a couple of duds. But for the most
Yeah.
part, they were great. They were fine.
Yeah. Works good, dude. It's an expensive hobby though. I was telling Billy, I can't do this like every week anymore. Like I gotta stay focused, but saving money and getting the fuck up out of here, bro. I gotta get me a damn house. We can't all just have 30 grand fall in our laps. Some of us have to fucking save it for like
Fucking
3
hell, yeah,
years.
that's true.
Anyway, dude, I'll do better this year, and yeah, hopefully soon.
Well,
Well, you got to save up for money to put down on a house in Tennessee.
Oh, I gotta
So you might
save
want
up
to do
to
that.
money to put down on a house. Yeah.
well, you might be
Not
able to get.
having bought a house before, I'm gonna need like 40. I need like
Yeah,
40 or
it's probably
45.
good. Depends on how much you're trying to get a house for.
I
Well,
mean, you might be able to get with
these
a little
days
bit
anything is like
less.
350 minimum, isn't it?
Oh, dude,
So
I showed you some of the houses I was looking at.
yeah,
Uh,
so 350 is a good like
and that's a massive house. You can get the same thing that would get 350, or you spend 350 on in Florida would be about 180 or 200 here. It's crazy.
that's good.
It's so
So
much
then
cheaper.
I'll set my goals for
Why?
350,000, and then
Because there's
I'll
flocks of
have
people
more than
moving to
enough.
Florida and not to here.
Well,
Well, there's lots of
also,
people moving to there, bro.
Oh,
There
so
are
Yeah,
a
but
lot. You
not
believe it or
nearly the
not,
same.
like
Not nearly the same
people.
amount though.
That's true. That's true. But still, like people I talk to know about that fucking place
Yeah.
specifically, and they'd be like, "Oh, yeah, we be moving there sometime." Like, or I know people who went there, or like, yeah, we know like all about that shit. Yeah, dude. There's people who know, man. People know.
Oh yeah, some people do, but not as everyone knows about Florida and going to Florida, especially because of the news with the lockdowns. Tennessee was not good on lockdowns, so a lot less people are moving
Uh,
here for those kind of reasons.
I sure hope they're better now, dude.
Yeah, there's still some places I've seen that say like mask required, but I didn't see anybody inside wearing them. Um, Unfortunately, my wife has to prove she works at a hospital. She's got to prove that she's vaccinated, which you
Isn't
don't have
that
to
the
do that in
federal isn't
Florida.
that the federal thing though? Oh, she didn't
I
have to do it in Florida. No, because
Right,
it's
she didn't have to
against
do that in Florida.
Florida state law to be
Right,
required to.
right,
See, this
which
is
they
where
don't
the
have that
Civil
here.
War is gonna start, y'all. It's gonna be like where one state is gonna be to the federal government like, nah, right? And
Yeah,
that's gonna be it. And then the
yeah.
federal government's gonna be like, but yes. And the state's gonna be like, still nah, right? And then it's gonna
Who's
be
gonna be the
on.
first state? Who do you
Yeah.
think is gonna be the first one?
Well, he's saying it's Florida, but I think
Florida. Woo.
DeSantis gets assassinated far before that happens.
Ah,
He gets
you think so?
JFK'd for sure.
You think what if they set him up with like a pedo paradise and they set him up in the White House and that's his payoff, right?
Then
So like,
he gets air quote assassinated and gets sent to that island. The same one
well,
where
yeah,
Epstein is now,
no,
same one where
he
Tupac
gets
is,
to be
same one where
president.
Elvis is.
He gets to be president, like,
Oh, that, yeah.
right? But like, he also has to play along. Like, that's his payoff. Is like he gets to be president. The population gets to be happy because they think he's going to change shit, but of course he just goes along to
not.
get along.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
business as usual.
But then he starts trying to do stuff in the White House and then gets JFK'd.
Yeah, there you go.
CIA
Bob's your
don't play
uncle.
games like that. Yeah.
Well, and
Robert's
because
your
the
mother's
important
brother.
people that are behind the scenes, they whiff it, and he now has justification to clean house.
If only they don't
Yeah.
whiff, bro. If they whiff, they hit the guy who whiffs, and then they do it again. Like,
Right.
look at what happened to Pat.
Have you seen their recruitment recently? A lot of the standards
Like
have
what-
dropped.
Like what
quite
happened to
significantly.
General Patton. Like, he survived his car accident, so they got him in the hospital. You know, like,
Yeah.
they don't whiff.
No, I mean they're going to use a non-binary assassin that 41% themselves before they pull the trigger.
That
There's
could be the
plausible
case.
deniability.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, it's just, you know,
It's
should've
one of
been
those
such a
things that
transfer.
happens. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
mental health. You know, we need to spend more money for them programs.
Well, hey, quick question.
So,
Back in the day,
yo.
we didn't really have these programs, and we also didn't have the mental health problems we do now.
No, they had institutions, bro.
Mm.
They had fucking institutions, bro. They had, like, whether they be
Insane
private or
asylums.
state run,
Yeah.
they were institutionalized. God
Yep.
knows what was going on in there.
A lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
really fucked up medical experiments for a good chunk.
Pretty
of them.
much, dude. Do you
Other
want
ones
that
were
shit?
Just, yeah.
I'm not big on it.
Here's the thing. When it comes to people that have these afflictions, they can almost they require the treatment. So like it is research, it is all testing. You are beta tested sometimes, and then sometimes they don't even know if the medication works for the reason they think it does. It just seems to
That's
help.
fucking true. It seems
And
to
then
work,
they'll get-
yes.
And then but the people on the other end are so fucking sad of it being the way it is that they're willing to take this in order to change things.
I do think consent's important. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, as long as they're able to consent, like able to, you know, then
Well-
who gets to decide that?
Well, also, the
Judging
entire
whether or
drug
not someone's able
testing
to.
system has been dominated by an incompetent federal government and out of control big pharma for what, 50,
Well,
60,
no,
80 years?
I don't
I've
think it's
actually-
incompetency by the government. I think it's being purchased by big pharma
Yeah.
to not do things effectively.
Captured, basically captured. Well, here's something I've genuinely been giving this thought the last few months or so, is like our perspective on this is kind of fucked. These institutions were done away with before we were born. So we don't really know firsthand or have that perspective, but think about, like, what could we visualize a privatized institution, like involuntary home, like with security for invalids, like people unable to quite possibly consent. Like, we're talking about like severely retarded, people who can't live alone, badly autistic, or people who can't live
Well,
independently.
back in
Send
the
them to
day,
Twitter.
it was they would be called
Do well there.
a loon. I think the legal term back in the day was a lunatic or an idiot, where
Oh,
they
it is a mongoloid idiot or like
yeah.
So
retard was
okay, so it did
retarded.
exist,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah,
let's perspectivize
Lunatic
this. Let's
idiots,
try.
yeah.
Let's try and does this look like? Is it run by charitable donation? Is there a grant or a trust in place?
Some of them will
like,
probably be purely private for those that have that have natural wealth and are trying to hide away a family member that can't really take care of themselves.
Yeah. or just one that's embarrassing to the family. You know.
Yeah.
Right. Or are they endowed? Like, are they endowed? Do they have a trust in place? Are they
Yeah.
run by like yearly donation? Like,
So I
what
think
does
that would
something like
be.
this look like?
I mean, charitable donation would be probably the best way of doing it, with maybe some kind of an oversight committee like made up of donors to try
That
and
would
like
probably
make
be the
sure
best
that
one. The problem is with that, those donations will ebb and flow, will kind of
of
come
course
with
they
the
Sure.
will.
tide.
Yeah,
And the thing is, if once they run out of money, there's no saving it. It gets shut down.
Right.
They get shut off elsewhere. And not only that, but their donations tend to dry up when the economy gets rough, because the economy naturally will ebb and flow.
of course.
So,
I don't think
So,
nearly
yeah.
as much as it would,
Oh yeah, yeah,
with
of
government
course not.
intervention.
Yeah,
But yeah,
sans intervention, sure, you're gonna have the occasional industry just completely shit itself, but it won't
yeah, of
have the
course.
knock-on effect that we're seeing currently because they haven't integrated everything together.
And inflation
so
would be
so
nearly as much.
far we've come up with not for profit, right? Not
Yeah.
for profit
Yeah,
is
not for
most
profit would
likely the
probably be
model.
the
I mean, that'd be
best option.
difficult to. I'm sure
Yeah.
someone can find a way to make
Right.
a
How could you
profit.
retain how could you retain talent though, like nurses and doctors and staff and
Well,
like
you'd have to make sure they're paid decent.
Right.
Because the thing is, good vibes only get you so far. Because the thing is, even though you've got these people and you are
Of course.
and you are forcing, medications can only do so much. They're still going to occasionally get, crazy person shit thrown at them periodically, because somebody either somehow skipped a couple of doses or the medication's
Well,
not
be
working
that
on
as it may,
anymore.
all that be it as it may, like we still haven't gotten to the core of it. Like, what does
Yeah.
this look like? So far we've gotten close. Like so far, we've got a not for profit. It's got to be endowed by like some kind of trust, I would think, because there's got to be a way to guarantee, like Seawall brought up, like a steady source to pay the staff, like, and a board of directors, like John pointed out, to like handle these funds.
Well, another funding source, though, you'd have to be exceedingly careful with it. Would actually be
Pharmaceutical
That's the obvious answer.
testing. Yep.
Right, that's the obvious answer.
well,
That we're
not at a
trying not
wide
to get to.
scale.
Right.
I'm more talking like, hey, this person's got severe schizophrenia. The normal medications aren't working. The pharmaceutical company says, "Hey, we've got something new, and we'll chip some money towards the nonprofit as a sign of good faith."
I mean, that could fucking work.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
So under what context are we speculating? Because there are systems in place already
Under
today.
under the context of receiving zero taxpayer money.
And the
So
government's
have-
effectively
and-
hands
Oh.
off.
Right, and a complete
Yeah.
free market, so
Yeah.
lack of regulation from any government.
Yeah.
Trying to basically get the libertarian answer to what to do with insane asylums.
Yeah.
Or the manner in which they would, if possible, exist. They have to. There's got to be a way to handle people who can't live alone. Like, I have friends
Right, of
who
course.
can't live alone.
Well, there's
Most
also,
of the time,
well, there's also there's a spectrum of can't live alone. There's everything from you got to put them in a padded cell to
he's pretty high functioning.
yeah,
But
to
even
somebody
so,
that just
like,
needs somebody to come around once every couple of days, make sure that he's eating right, make sure that he's showering, things like that. Basically a helper.
No, Adrian
Yeah.
can do all that, but like he
No, that's to live unbothered. That's, I
right,
don't know,
he just can't get out of his parents' place.
slightly
Like,
bothered.
it just doesn't work out for him. So anyway, he's otherwise high functioning, right? He just not, and he's on the upper end. And then I've got other friends who are more than capable of doing that and just haven't been able to due to circumstance. And then I've got people who are very low functioning, who I know, and with them, like, they actually do stay with their family, so they're already in a private situation.
yeah.
Right,
And
but
so,
what
but I
if-
also understand that like not everyone can have the time or the resources to care for someone that needs that kind of care.
Not only that, but
Right.
sometimes
So-
the person has such an acute
or
issue
they
that
don't
requires.
have family.
Right, or
that
they
can
don't have
support
family.
them.
Right, that too.
But society obviously doesn't need or want such a person, dying in dismay on the streets or something. So,
Right.
like, it's somebody's like cousin, nephew, brother, like someone, right? So,
Yeah, but the
What-
problem also comes in the old saying: you can't save every puppy in the pound. There's only so
Yeah.
many resources. Do we?
I mean, of course.
right. So, how does a nation take its extended family and care for it? I mean, we obviously, our perspective is, again, totally fucked. We live in a world where, like, our borders don't matter and the entire world is welcome to come here and take these precious resources that.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about, like, I guess we're talking an idyllic scenario where I guess it was at least a perspective we don't have from 80 years ago, where these institutions did exist, both public and private. They were horror shows, though. So how did that go? How did that happen? From some of the things I'm made to understand, like there were like really poor conditions, not a lot of upkeep. Maybe
Yeah.
some of the issues that Seawall pointed out earlier existed, like there's not a lot of funding there. There's not a lot of cash flow. There's not a lot of staffing.
Well, not only
or-
that, but I mean, you get your Nurse Ratchet types that kind of gravitate towards it. You get your Angels of Death. You get your,
It does
doctors
suck
with a
that our
god
shit is-
complex.
It does suck that our perspective is from pop culture. Like, we need to do a
Yeah.
little more homework to take this conversation
Well, Angel of
seriously,
Death
but, like,
is the proper term for
Let's be-
for a medical professional that puts people in danger to save them.
I suppose.
And then a doctor with a god complex, again, another one that exists outside of it. The Nurse Ratchet is just kind of the shorthand for somebody who's somebody in the medical field that's sadistic and likes to take it out on their wards because they either can't fight back or they're trying to punish them for being, and depending on what their view is, sometimes they see them as useless wastes of space.
I mean, that happened once in a while, but I don't think that's any kind of like significant number.
Yeah, no, for sure.
People like at all, like of any kind of significance.
Well, the doctors with a god complex, though, those are
It
pretty
sure
common.
does suck. It sure does suck that our fucking perspective is formed by pop culture.
Well, yeah,
I'm having a
I-
very difficult time. Like that was
I'm
that?
sorry.
hit me with that hit me with the topic really quick because holy cow, that bounced a lot and we've
yeah, it did.
avoided it for a second.
Well, we were talking about guns. That's what brought us all together, for
That,
sure.
holy shit, that's the
Yeah,
beginning.
we got away from that one a little bit.
Yeah, little
Hey, what do you guys think about this Andrew Tate guy being in prison and all that?
Who the fuck?
Dude,
I don't know much about
This
the
is
guy.
fast developing,
Yeah.
dude. It's fast developing. It seems to carry on every day. Obviously, the police in Romania are busy, at work, so things will develop. But I mean, it's almost like whipping around now, where I'm seeing reports that like the so-called victims are recanting their story
Well, also, aren't they
against
trying
him.
aren't they trying to paint Andrew Tate as like some sort of far right political guy?
Right, and he's
Yeah.
been maligned. He's been maligned.
And
Like,
I
I've
mean,
heard from
I think
others
it's
that
because-
he's pretty much like pretty apolitical, but like maybe vaguely right wing, but
he's just
very
misogynistic.
milquetoast.
Who
Yeah,
cares?
he's just
Like,
a heavy misogynist. Like that's all. Like,
Oh,
so
is he
I
a
don't-
pickup
I don't-
artist?
yeah, he's not
Definitely.
even a white supremacist or anything.
No,
he's,
nothing like
he's
that.
Just a misogynist. Like,
Right.
That's
Oh, got it. So
He
he's-
just thinks that women are completely inferior and he should be in charge of them.
got it.
right.
So
generally
That's
speaking.
pretty,
yeah.
pretty much.
I
it.
mean, not even. I mean, that's not even TradCon territory. That's just
No,
Right.
it's
No.
not
Not at all,
political
no.
by
Yeah,
any
yeah.
means.
Yeah.
I don't
Not
even
at
think
all, no.
he makes political content.
yeah.
He
It's
does.
He just talks
No,
about
He does. He talks
being
about
a man.
No. He does talk about how the system is trying to like control us and
Oh
enslave us.
yeah, Yeah, he
Well,
does do
Yeah,
that.
but
that's from a male
that is from
perspective,
all
though. That's
sides.
from a male positive perspective, though.
Yeah.
He's trying to be male positive, and he's right when he says the system is beating down men,
Mhm.
is built against men. Is harsh. We hold ourselves as men when we build these systems to the highest standards.
Mhm.
At least the best of us do. So, like,
Yeah, but he
that's
is also
what.
like a complete grifter, though. He really
Yeah.
is. He
Oh
does this
yeah,
whole like
you think
he
so?
does this whole like Jordan Peterson kind of like self help thing, but like you're a fucking loser until you buy my self help program, and then you can maybe become not
Then
such a
you can.
loser. Maybe like it's ridiculous. Yeah,
Well, the reason why I brought him up is because I believe that his arrest could be a publicity stunt to just give him more like fame. Like it could. There's a chance that this guy's just another pawn, just to like a
yeah.
distract. It could be a
If he does
distraction.
have a bunch of money, there's no telling. He could bribe Romanian authorities, like,
Oh yeah,
to make
probably.
a big, because like I said, now it turns out like it's all a big lie. These victims, so called, are coming out and saying, apparently
Mm.
this is
Yeah.
not true. These allegations against him, we're not
Wasn't he
being
like managing
exploited.
their
We want to.
OnlyFans accounts or something?
Right, and that's the
Yeah,
allegation, is that we've been against our will made to
he's
make
yeah,
images and videos, by this house marm, right? This mama-san is in charge of us, keeping us in these rooms making videos against our will, and he's taking all the money and has our passports and like all kinds of
right.
crazy shit, right? So
Sounds
these
like
are
he's
serious
pimping, is what that sounds like.
accusations,
Well, also,
right?
Yeah,
usually the only people that pull shit like that when they have multiple girls is like an Eastern European syndicate. And they have like facilities and dozens of guys. Are they alleging that Andrew Tate is like a fucking
A
Vori?
guy,
He
yeah, like one
a
of the
Vori
guys.
boss or
Well,
something?
that's what it's something that it's something that V pointed out with his Romanian perspective, is that
well,
like
fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
from the findings of his apartment, it was V's speculation that he had immersed himself in the Romanian like criminal underworld lifestyle.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I don't really care about the guy's existence. Is that an okay
Yeah,
position to have
yeah,
in all
I
this?
can't be
Not,
arsed. He's
not,
certainly not a
right.
political extremist. He's
yeah.
just a guy who doesn't think very highly of
Yeah, he's
and
like not
thinks
someone I
very
look up
highly of
to.
men
He's not someone
and
I'm
himself.
interested in hearing.
Yeah.
Not
But like,
interested.
do you think it is a publicity stunt on behalf of himself? What if this all turns out to be a gag, and then it is like he could bribe Romanian authorities? He's got fucking money. He's got fuck you money. He's got fuck you money. Where does he
Definitely.
get it from? These people he grifts young men, like, buy my book. Like, what's
Well, he does. He's got several different things that he does. Like that's one of them.
I
Of
see.
course,
Well,
I
you know
mean,
what? I won't hate the player, dude. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work to fucking do.
Mhm.
Maintain all that shit and always put that kind of energy into what you do. Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
you come up with an idea in 15 minutes, you jot it down, you hand it to your team, they fill it out and turn it into a month's supply, and then you drop that shit as your legal work, and then you collect all income.
Oh, I see.
dude,
So it's not that hard, huh?
we
Oh,
should
that's
start a grift. That would be
a
fun.
I
good,
mean,
yeah.
the thing is, you'll get caught for shit like that in America. Like,
Oh, well,
Right.
good thing he's not in America, right? Like, good thing he's in Romania, where that sort of shit can slide if you bribe the right people.
I wonder if any of that has to do with what.
What's
Like,
happening now?
they
Yeah,
would
geez.
just tack it on because there might be other investigations going on there. Like you.
I'll bet you, dude. See, I don't know what's going on. It's
Or
fast
something.
developing. There's all every day it seems there's news with regards to this.
Well, some
So
people believe that the true reason for this arrest is because he's speaking against government, like like the New World Order agenda. That's what he's speaking of.
He's too small of a fry for them to give two shits about him.
Well, I mean, he's small enough a fry that they could just delete him for
Yeah,
and
any
no one
number
would
of
give a fuck.
reasons.
Right. So there you
Yeah,
go. Why
yeah.
wouldn't they?
I mean,
That's
look,
the idea.
Look, they haven't dropped this shit on Alex Jones, and he's a bigger fucking threat to them than this Andrew Tate.
Well,
guy.
okay,
Yeah.
because he's too
$48
fucking high
billion.
profile.
Yeah.
Yeah, who
He's
cares
got
about
$1
Andrew
billion.
Tate?
Yeah.
Alex Jones
Right?
has got sued for like $1 billion, didn't he?
Right.
It was like one of them
basically
paid like $2
owes these
trillion.
people. Right.
Yeah,
he basically owes these people the rest of his livelihood.
But the problem is they've gone so ridiculous with the amounts. The only things that you can equate this to damage-wise are corporations that kill like tens of thousands of people over years.
Right, which is what he's done with his,
which has opened the door to the
Andrew Tate has clearly killed tens of thousands of people with his misogynist grift.
Yeah, and
He's
Alex Jones for 1 week doubting the validity of a certain event at a school. And then recanting the very week after. He's done.
Him out.
Yeah. The media's done more damage to those families than ever he could have.
We know it wasn't about that with Alex Jones, though. He wasn't punished for that. That's not what it was.
No, that's not what it was.
Just being too correct too often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan Peterson called the Canadian government a bunch of commies, and then they're now telling him they might cancel his psychology
his license. Yeah,
practice.
Well, all they're doing is making him a martyr.
Well,
but it works.
They don't. Yeah, right. It works. Seawall. You say all these things as though they care. We understand these things. We know it, but they don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. In fact, it doesn't play a role in the scheme of things because, in fact, they don't care. They don't have to care. They make the rules. It's not fair. Nothing is just.
So yeah, he's going to be made a martyr, but for who? For people who are already against, that system.
Nothing's going to change.
Right.
I'm just saying that there could be a chance there's not a publicity stunt. It could be a chance that with guys like Jordan Peterson, Andrew Tate, Alex Jones. I don't want to throw Trump in, but just guys like that all these things are not they're attacks. There could be attacks, legitimate attacks.
Imagine things not being as they seem. On both sides of that coin, though. Imagine these guys all being grifters. And genuinely degenerates. A lot of civil rights leaders being communist, sodomites. Jesus.
But if their opponents were to be trustworthy, then I would be much more likely to trust them.
Right, and freaking the director of the FBI having supposedly women's clothing in his dresser, so
talking about J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah, so who knows? It could be the case, or it could be a big grift, big fucking grift. You know what, dude? Should we care though? We can vibe. We can fucking vibe without that stupid shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Andrew Tate. I mean, I guess he's pretty rich and stuff. People listen to him.
We don't need him. He's not one of us.
I guess.
But
how useful is that?
He knows that deep down. As soon as he started and came out, when I saw him, I knew that he understood that he meant nothing to me. He understands the valuelessness of himself. I can say that. I don't know.
You think so? Because that is actually an important realization to make. Especially, it speaks to his character. He doesn't care if you care about him. That's good.
If you had a hammer that was self-aware, a hammer that knew that it was being used as a hammer and is happy to be a hammer. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. He serves his purpose.
He's a tool. He's awesome. And those are two words. It's not. It's not really.
They're two descriptors that are not implicative.
I would never tolerate hanging around the guy.
Yeah.
He would.
I'm sure that's up to his personality.
I would probably just wind up taking a bathroom break.
So, real quick though, we do have Golden Leaf who wants to come in, and we got Quest who's going to come on after. We're almost an hour in. We're 46 minutes in. Do we want to let these guys go? Do we want to just like make it a free for all? What do we want to do
No,
with
no,
this?
no. We'll cut them loose and bring in the next guys.
Well,
Keep
okay,
some keep some sanity in this, please.
Anyway, yeah, you're. It would be quite a few voices in, but I don't
Right.
think we were done just now.
No, I know, but it's already been
It's been a while. All right.
been a while.
Anyway, that sucks, dude. All right. Well,
There's always next
Hey.
time.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
good news is, hey, you guys, I got my gun on the way. It should
Hell
be
yeah.
here this week.
Sweet.
It should be here this week. Got a sign for it. Went on delivery, and hell yeah, take it down to Bullseye or something.
Hell yeah.
Take it
Sounds
down
like a
to
good time.
Bullseye.
Honestly, that's what I wanted to get in on about, but
Yeah, sorry, we got distracted a lot.
yeah, a little bit, but it's okay. I had a good time. I will catch you guys later.
All right, thanks for coming.
Later, dude. For
See
sure.
ya.
All right, yo, Bill.
Oh, sorry, I kicked him out.
And now we got a golden leaf in here.
Golden
We
Leaf.
do, don't we?
Hello.
Oh, Golden Leaf. Sorry it took so long, man. We just had a very invigorating conversation.
I will say I was really listening in depth to the asylum thing because it is definitely an interesting topic to talk about.
For sure.
Yeah, we got off track.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll only get off track a little bit. Yeah, not like that ever happens before. Mm,
No, not usually. We're usually right on top of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
All the time.
yeah, definitely.
So what's up,
So-
man?
Bullshit at work.
Well, that happens, dude. I
That's
had some
what work is
interesting
for.
bullshit too. Yeah, that's what it is for. You know
Let's
what?
let
God
Golden
damn it.
Leaf say his first, though. and
Well,
then
of
we-
course, I'm probably not even gonna share mine. I'm just saying, like, yep, that's what it is. It's bullshit at work. That's how work works. That's what work
Yeah.
is about.
So I
If-
was relaxing when I got a call from my boss saying, "Hey, can you head down to the site? They need a guard. Can you do it?" I said, "Sure."
On your day off.
But yeah, I have 2 days off, and I was like, "Yeah, I had nothing
Yeah,
going
your day
on.
off.
I just got done shopping." So as I'm heading down there, mind you, I'm getting paid for my mileage as well.
Okay,
It's a
so
Cool.
as soon as you leave your house, you're getting paid, right?
As soon as I start that car and I drive, I'm getting paid for my mileage.
That's not bad, dude. Okay, so
Yeah,
that
that's
could
pretty
be
sweet.
worse. All right,
So-
but you did spend the time to get ready. All right, so you
Yes,
got
so I
ready,
got-
you get in the car, and you start getting paid.
Yes. So as I'm heading there, my boss calls me saying, "Hey, I just got a call back from the survivors saying they found a guard there. A guard is filling out their shift.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
can you come down there just for a couple hours so you can just see how it runs? That way you can let me know so that way we can train other guards just in case."
Wait a minute.
like-
So what did he ask you to do? He asked you to go there and learn how it works so that you could train someone else how it works?
Basically.
That's what he asked you to do, right? Was to learn how it works. So that you can teach
Originally, it was
someone
supposed
else.
to be going there to work in 4 to
to
12
work.
shift.
Yeah, sure.
But then they had a guard, and just to already have me have some hours instead of just canceling it and making me go back home, he's like, "You'll be paid for the couple hours, and you'll still get paid for your mileage."
Okay. So, all right. So that was the arrangement, right? So you're on your way to
Yeah.
this place.
Yes, I get there, talk to the guard. He shows me, blah, 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 blah. After 2.5 hours, I got everything down, and I told him, "Hey, it was nice meeting you. I'm going to get going because I had disagreement, but it seems like it's an easy site. I'll make sure to tell my boss that so that way we can, hopefully if we get any guards from our area having to come here, then I can train them."
Okay. So 2.5 hours, you think you got it. You're ready to. You know what? I think that's a little early, dude. You probably should have stayed 4, right?
No, the site wasn't really that difficult to really pace down.
Okay.
And then-
So anyway, did you leave after 2.5 hours and just leave?
Yes, as I'm leaving, mind you, this trip takes 55 minutes to get home.
An
This
hour.
Yeah. So as I'm heading there, my boss calls me after I
Yeah.
told him, "Hey, I'm leaving," and then like
So you
5
did
minutes
tell
later,
him you were leaving.
yes.
Okay.
So-
You didn't just leave without telling him. That's good. All right. Good.
Oh yeah. Well, he knew I was going to stay for a couple hours.
Worried.
So as we're-
I was worried that you didn't tell your boss. Okay.
No. Oh no, the bullshit gets much more stupid.
Okay.
So I'm heading back. My boss calls me. He puts me onto a conference call with the main supervisor of the Pittsburgh area.
His
We have like
boss.
no. His site is like the Cleveland area, around that area. and
Oh,
there's
right,
also-
right. So this is Pittsburgh guy. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So I'm
what's
chatting with
Pittsburgh?
him
Uh-huh.
and telling him about what had happened, blah 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 blah, and that he may need me back tomorrow just to train another guard. I'm like, all right, that sounds all right. Then
At that
after the
spot?
conference- yeah.
Okay.
So after that, I'm still driving. My boss calls me again, and we have a
Again?
private conversation. Yes, this is a more private conversation saying, "Hey, these Pittsburgh guys, like, yeah, we're like seeing the day, and it's like, hey, going to Pittsburgh is nice knowing like these guys like you. We're getting a lot of good rapport from the higher ups, but I need you here. I don't want them to take you away." And like we were discussing, and what he said he might do is that he might just see about sticking me just in my area, basically like the Youngstown area. That's where I am because he needs me there. I'm his like go-to guy.
Right. Clearly, you're the guy he calls on your day off to go do something.
So then after that, 15 minutes later, I get another call from him.
From him. All right.
Yes, remember this is on the same. I'm still heading home
Yeah.
from work.
So you're like 10 minutes from home at this point. Like,
About like 20 minutes.
yeah. You're
so-
almost home.
So apparently he said like the CFO, or I forget how he said it, in the Pittsburgh area is on a warpath apparently because of the situation. And apparently the guard I worked with
Yeah.
that I met at that site didn't like me.
What the
But he said he was, but he gave a very vague answer. So even I was like, wait, was I even rude to this dude? He's like, I don't know. He's not even giving us a straight answer. So
What? Why is that your problem? Why is that the CFO's
Because he-
problem? What?
because
Who
the
is this
guard,
fucking guy?
because the guard bitched to the Pittsburgh dude, and now the Pittsburgh dude bitched to the
Who
CFO dude.
cares? Like, what did he fucking say? That you microaggressed him or what? Like, what
I
could
don't
possibly...
know. So, and then we were just chatting, and
Like,
Oh, it's just-
okay, so
even
you
my boss
showed
was
up.
confused. Even my boss was confused until he told me, "Listen,
It's
here's what I'm
stupid. Sounds
Oh,
dumb.
this is the best part. This is why I love my boss." He said, "Listen, I got a plan so that way we can keep you in my area so fucking Pittsburgh doesn't steal you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put down some sites you're gonna go to, but you're not actually gonna go to. I'll write down on paper which sites you're actually gonna go to, so it makes it looks like you're busy.
Oh, fuck.
Basically, he's gonna make it look like I'm so busy down there that there's no possible reason to drag me over to Pittsburgh."
That's passive-aggressive as fuck. Like, why doesn't he
he's
just give you a raise or a promotion and say, all right, well, I need him down here because now he's my guy down here. That's a guy, right? Like I don't know, a lieutenant or something?
Field supervisor.
Well, there you go. He should just make you one of those. And like, nope, you can't have my field supervisor. He's my fucking
I already
field
am.
super.
No, I already am field supervisor.
Oh, well then, what the fuck? You shouldn't be working regular ass posts at somebody else's fucking shit on your day off. Goddamn, you should be sending
Well,
people on
he-
their days off to somebody else's fucking post. Are you kidding me? What the
Well-
hell, dude?
I'm a workaholic, all right?
Nah, dude, man, you gotta like. I guess you're getting the hours in, but like,
The
I don't
moolah.
know. You gotta work smart, man, not hard. You gotta work smart, bro.
Yeah,
It's like
I basically sat on my ass for 3 hours looking at a site, and then got paid for mileage both ways.
Yeah, well, you know what? You caught a hell of a lot of grief from it, didn't you?
No, not really. I don't really give a shit.
What a
because
stupid
I don't.
thing. Yeah, why would anyone else give a shit what this one fucking weird guy at this post had to say about the guy who showed up on his day off to why? Who fucking cares? You didn't like him. Like, why does the CFO of the fucking why does he care? Like, okay, he's your coworker. You know, you don't like everybody. It's not like you have to work with him.
I don't know. The good thing is, and then the more stupid part
You're
is,
right,
it's like,
dude. That was bullshit. This whole thing, that whole shit was fucking bullshit.
but I'm technically on standby mode for tomorrow. But they say they have a dude, but I'm still on standby. Don't know what that means, but
no, that means you're getting paid. But I
Hopefully.
tell you what, dude, I had my own bullshit, and I'll tell you some bullshit that was besides the bullshit that John was talking about. Get this. I had some nonprofit charity. I had some nonprofit charity send me money via Cash App, like out of nowhere.
What?
Right? Yeah, for real. I'm sitting there at the desk. It's in the afternoon, and on the same day, John, that other stupid weird bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened. And anyway, the text message comes across to the work phone, the office phone, and it says, you know, so and so charity has sent you $180. Press here to accept, you know, via Cash App. I'm like, A, this phone doesn't have Cash App on it.
Right.
B, there's no way I'm setting up a freaking Cash App account right now.
Right.
And C, like, who the fuck are these people and why are they sending me money? Maybe they're trying to, you know, pay for one of my clients. So I called him right away. I like do some internet sleuthing. I find them.
Right.
I get the phone number. I call right away. They're
Please
like,
tell me it was an
"Oh,
Indian accent.
no, it was real. This shit was legit." And they were down the street, like they're in the neighborhood and down the road. Okay, and they were trying to pay some lady's light bill. Okay, but they sent it to me. I don't know. They sent it. They meant to send it to her. But for some reason, my phone number was under her contact information.
Huh.
Whatever. So they literally texted me $180 to the office phone. Okay, and I had to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do with this because A, it's a charity, it's a church, you know.
Right.
B, I don't want it anyway. Like, if I could send it back, I will. You know,
If you hit cancel, it won't send it to you, so they'll get it back.
well,
I'm
there
pretty
was
sure,
no
but-
fucking cancel.
Good. Good.
Literally,
That's
like
nice.
the text message was said they sent you $180. Click here to accept.
Oh my god.
Okay. So, without a Cash App, I click the fucking link. And so doing so actually accepts that fucking money.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I have to complete setting up a Cash App
Oh, dude, lame.
under whatever I can think of. You
Did
know,
you use
just,
Iamafago?
I
That's a
did
good one.
not, and I should have.
Yeah.
You're right, I should have. I absolutely should have. But
That's what I
think
usually do.
isn't
I have
it-
to make a bullshit account that I don't never want to receive emails from. I've got
Well,
an Iamafago email.
Is
that I
that not
use.
already your cash tag? Yamafago. Is
I
not
don't
your
have a Cash
tag?
App.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so I should have used one too.
Yep.
Nah. So anyway,
Oh, wait, yeah, I
um,
do. Shit.
I had already accepted the fucking cash by clicking that link, okay?
Right.
And so I had to complete setting up a Cash App account to refund the money to them. But in the end, it wasn't that difficult. But it was pretty absurd. I tell you what,
Yeah.
and it took about an hour for me to figure out. Like, and
That's
with
super
them
lame.
there in the office because, you know, again, they were right down the street.
Right.
And neither of us knew enough about how to use Cash App to unfuck this situation.
Why wouldn't they just write her a check or like use some other kind of system?
or potentially directly pay it to the electric company.
Right. See,
Or just pay
you
it to
know
the
what?
electric company in her name.
Hey,
Like,
now you guys are applying. See, this is why. Holy fuck! This is what I'm talking about, bro. It's not my problem. Okay, stop doing this. Why would you do this, that, or the third? Okay, you guys understand. You guys get it. These questions are important questions that need to be asked prior to these actions being taken. Okay.
further to making the midget problem. Like,
Right, before you make it my problem.
You know what? We need to make more things Midget's problem. All in favor of making more things Midget's problem, say aye. Golden Leaf, your vote?
Oh man,
I
you're
vote
making my
aye.
hair gray.
The ayes have it.
Actually,
Fuckers.
no,
Yeah.
I rescind. I just say present.
Present.
Well,
Okay,
the
well,
ayes still
still-
have
There,
it.
we have,
The ayes still
We're
have
still
it.
quorum.
2 versus 1, yeah.
Yeah.
all right, there's a quorum.
Now I'm just waiting for Seawall just to
Damn it.
walk up and angrily yell at me, and then have John try to lunge at me, and someone trying to hold back John.
That sounds
I don't
fun.
know. Yeah. Oh, you
You
talking
guys saw
about like Congress?
C-SPAN. Yeah, the C-SPAN. Vote president.
Congress.
Fucking like yell it. I would love to be a fly on the wall and hear what the fuck they were saying.
What a clown show! What a clown show!
Come on. I mean, come on. It'd be fun just to see senators arm themselves again. I mean, get rid of the problem a lot, but
They should just
Hitting-
all duel each other until there's one left. And
Well,
then,
they
yeah,
did.
that's the speaker. That's the speaker of the house. Last one standing wins.
You know what a caning is, right? You know what a caning
Yes.
is. Well, yeah, okay, so that's you're right. See, that sounds like some old bullshit, Leaf. Something that you never should have had to concern yourself with. But interesting, like development with your boss. And then on my part, yeah, stop making your shit my problem.
Right.
Well, it's like my boss. He really looks out for me because he knows that I'm his number one guy that I could trust on. That he
Right,
takes my
so he
opinions
should
very
like give you a
seriously.
promotion or whatever.
I already do to field supervisor. I was just a regular guard. Now I'm field supervisor.
All right, well there you go. I guess that's
Good.
where you.
Like
where
he's
you
gonna
belong.
when he has time, he's gonna train me on how to actually work with scheduling people soon. Which is
Nice.
gonna be a whole lot of fun.
Put the two guards that
You
hate each
can
other
make
together
that
on
your
every ship you
job.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
also, like, you got to make sure that everybody can work this or that shift, and we like manage them when they can't, and fucking make sure they get enough days off, and you got to manage people, dude. It's different.
Just I mean, I enjoy working there. You know, there's always going to be some bad days, but there are also some good days. Like, I talked to my boss a couple days ago. They said I may need the 20th off, but I missed the 2-week mark. And I told him, like, hey, if I work in the 20th, he's like, oh, I don't know, it doesn't go that far yet. I'm like, well, if I am working, I'll still work, but also I'm going to try to get that off for a game I'm going to be in. And then literally the next day, I get a text message from my boss, just a picture, a request off form, my name signed on it, him signing it, and it got approved.
Nice. Well, all right, dude. Sounds good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, dude. We're gonna boot ya. We're gonna give
Yeah,
you the
I
boot.
say
We're
one
gonna
last
kick
thing.
you off the porch. All
One
right.
one last
Okay.
thing. You have 3 words.
Final words. Final words, dude.
Go. 3 words.
Am I
It's
right
already
to
one.
plug in a link to something or to shout someone out?
That's way more than 3.
What are
but
you
go ahead.
shilling? What are you shilling?
It is a man who has a Twitch channel, Unbanned Hangman. He's going to be doing a
Unbanned.
Twitch live stream at 8 o'clock, 8 to 9 UTC. I'm going to be in a one-shot D&D campaign.
Oh,
All right,
cool.
Sweet.
That sounds
And-
fun.
Brother.
On Twitch.
And you guys can
Unbanned
also
what?
Unbanned Hangman.
Unbanned Hangman.
I like it. That sounds catchy.
On Twitch.
So and also you guys can participate as well. If you watch it for enough time, you get channel points and you can use it to mess up someone's role.
So,
Nice.
so
Look at
all of you
What is
audience,
that, 11?
Yeah.
What is that, 11 real time?
so all of you at home, if you're watching that stream and getting points, make sure you're making life a living hell for our boy Golden here.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
actually welcome it. I welcome it.
Every single
Just
one of
because-
us rolls a nat 1.
Right.
I don't know what the points are. Like, what will the points go to? He hasn't actually
Sure.
shown what it is, but it's gonna last at least 4 hours.
Jesus.
As any
That
good
a-
game should.
Yeah, any
Yeah.
good. Yeah, you should know, Midget. There should always be snacks, chips, and someone brings some
Right.
soda.
You
And
guys want
soda.
Mountain Dew?
Yeah, soda. This guy.
Yeah.
You guys
Soda.
want Mountain Dew?
You used to get trashed playing D&D. You used to get so drunk.
I wish, but I don't want to ruin it for him. But
Well, yeah,
It's-
not on Twitch. You don't want to
Alright,
stream it like
let's-
that. But,
Let's
you know,
boot him.
Also-
Let's give him.
also,
a boot.
John, I will hope to see you soon someday. Since now you're a little bit closer to me.
that's true. Hopefully.
Go
We'll make it
shooting,
happen.
maybe.
Sounds good, man.
Take care, everyone. Have a nice
See ya.
day.
Later,
Yeah, we'll see you,
dude.
man.
Now we oh,
Bring in
already
the
brought him.
quest.
Yep,
I brought him in.
And
He's been
because
waiting
this
so
is
patiently.
and is this because it is Quest, he's got his own. Oh, what the hell, Quest? I brought up the special Quest solo image and everything. Hello,
Not
Quest.
sure he can hear us. I think he might be on his phone as well. He is, in fact, on his phone.
Okay, let me
Yep.
let me get into the
He's
settings.
a fucker on the phone. He's a phone fucker.
Phone fucker.
Fucker on the phone.
You guys need to acquire computers.
I don't know. He doesn't seem.
Quest is like a
type.
multi-millionaire. He can get like a shitty MacBook or something.
Well, he doesn't seem the type. Like he wouldn't use it.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't know,
he's like, no,
Quest, if
he's
you're
missing.
watching the show, try
Dude,
leaving
you
the room and
know
come back
he-
in. You
he
have
would
should have
have one.
permissions to do it yourself.
I
now.
kicked him out.
Okay.
You
So-
know he would. You know he would like have one if he was the type to use it, right? But like, he's not. So he doesn't need it. He wouldn't use it.
He has left the VC.
Okay. I'm
Skill.
texting him
I
right
guess
now.
he bailed, huh?
Okay. No, there he is. No, he's back. He's back.
So
He's
don't,
just.
don't drag him in. I sent him
Did
a
he
text trying to
bail?
blame himself.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah. You know how
I'm
Discord
not gonna
is
drag him.
fucking stupid.
Weird, man.
Come on, Quest.
Wow.
I texted you and everything.
I sure hope
Yeah,
this
I said-
works.
I put in the live chat. Like, there's no reason why you should not be able to see this.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah. No. Oh.
Excellent. So yeah, dead air. So it's fun.
Yeah, isn't it?
Come on, Quest. You've been trying to get on all night.
Yeah, come on,
Anyway, I
Quest.
want to
do
talk to
this
Quest
now.
about guns. I want to talk to Quest about guns.
He's saying he
carrying
has
guns.
4 topics he wants to bring up tonight.
4.
Or he came
Well, I-
prepared. He did his homework.
Yeah, but
Damn it.
but apparently he can't get into the classroom to turn it in.
Well, I mean, hey, if you can't turn it in, it's a 0.
That's right. It's a 0.
I don't want to hear this. My dog ate it. Bullshit.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it is.
Absolutely. Damn it, Quest. I fought for you, Quest. I fought to let you come into this call
Yeah.
for this, and now you have betrayed me. How dare you, sir?
Hmm.
Ah,
GG.
Yes.
We shall curse you by having a rock end up in your shoe tomorrow at some point.
may have to curse him by allowing Ed to join us.
Yeah.
That's right. We'll get
yeah.
Ed instead.
Okay. I guess we'll. Well, Ed's currently
Summon
muted,
the Ed.
yeah. Okay.
So I'll pull him in, pull Ed in, and then hopefully he notices and unmutes and undeafens himself.
Unfucks himself.
Yeah. Hopefully Ed'll join us.
Anyway,
Hopefully.
so, let's see. Why can't I get
There he is.
Roberts?
There he is.
Says He's there.
He's in the he's in
He's
the
not there.
Call-in show.
Oh, and now Quest joins
there he
us.
is. Now Quest joins. We just
No,
wanted
I
Ed to be
pulled him.
involved too.
I pulled him
Dude,
in.
I was there forever.
There you are.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
you were there forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Ed left.
Oh shoot.
He did.
Well,
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Ah, what are we doing?
oh my goodness, there's a million people in the same room. That's great.
Yes, we got it. We're fine.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
So-
these will be the last guys, I guess.
Wait, and suddenly Seawall's really quiet.
Good.
Yeah, that's okay.
So, yeah, we're
I'm
fine
not
with that.
speaking very loudly right now. I'm doing
There we go.
technical stuff.
There we go. I've got a million different topics that we can choose from.
Awesome,
You just want
dude.
to
Let's do it.
have
You can do 4. You can have 4
Shotgun.
topics.
how about we?
Hit me.
I'll hit you with a few, and then we'll see where we want to go. Okay. One
Yeah,
was Journal of Medical Ethics, and
Uh-huh.
the fact that what they revealed. There's somebody in the background that's really quiet. Anyways, what they revealed about the very unethical nature of requiring COVID vaccines for college-age students. Then there's shell carrier in New York. There's the Taqueria shooting, and whether or not this guy's gonna get in trouble. There's the fact that JFK was actually wearing a piece when he got shot. And
Base.
then there was then there was a time that my brother and I, this is like 27 years ago or something like that, when we wrote porn and tweeting. So whatever you want.
Let's talk about
When you
JFK packing while he was.
I believe it was in 1911 he was wearing.
I was gonna say, what was he
Makes sense.
carrying?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ah,
Based
classic.
1911.
Yeah. Something about 2
Yeah.
world wars or whatever.
Yeah. 1-2 World
That's
Wars.
what I heard. Don't know if it's true, but that's what I heard. By 1911 fans.
My
Yeah,
2
bro's
World
a
Wars.
Yeah, good 1911s. We
Mhm.
know about 1911s, man. They run in the family. Yeah, old grandpa had a commander. Called commander. Anyway, yeah. So that's interesting to hear. I wonder, like, what kind of handles it had on it. Like, was it government issue? Was it like a custom piece?
He always wore a gun. He always wore a gun.
Fucking awesome.
He had like at least a dozen rifles in his collection too. So
Presidents are such little bitches nowadays.
oh my
Like,
god.
what's the last
Are
president
they?
you think carried a gun? I don't know.
Trump?
Yeah, what?
I mean,
No.
you see him like
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
yes, Trump has a
didn't.
concealed carry permit out of New York.
Doesn't mean that he carried a gun with him. I
Obama.
highly doubt it.
Obama was a ruthless motherfucker. Like, I don't think he carried necessarily a gun all the time.
Well,
but,
he was
like,
ruthless, but the thing is, if he was surrounded and his security guards were gone, you'd know he would just bend over to whoever was holding the gun at him.
What are you talking
Mhm.
about? No, I don't think
Yeah,
that
of
at
course.
all.
Yeah.
I don't think
If he
that at
was
all.
caught by himself, yeah, of course,
Yeah.
anyone would do that. Anyone would. But no, I mean, I don't think.
That's weird. What a weird thing to. Anyway, but
Yeah,
the
that's weird.
Taqueria shooting, dude. The Taqueria shooting. Yeah, you know what? Hey, man, nice shot. Hey, man,
Oh
that's
yeah,
wise.
yeah.
Hey,
That was
man,
awesome.
nice shot.
The
You know
question
what?
is, though, you could easily get jammed up by a hot-headed like prosecutor on the last 5 shots, especially the last one. You saw that, right?
Well,
Yeah,
it wasn't the
well-
6th shot after the gun was taken away from the guy, but he was already likely dead. So that could definitely that could cause issues for him.
Yeah, well, you know
I
what?
don't know, man.
Jury nullification.
I
Bruh.
can't-
Jury nullification is the thing.
I kind of think that it'd be a good case for like, don't hit anybody in traffic with your ambulance. Just nice.
Well,
just bring the hearse around.
Well, there is a couple other instances that aren't getting a lot of publicity. For instance, freaking a Waffle House employee, no, a dollar store employee shot an armed robber once, and then left the store, went to the police station and reported the crime. He's under arrest facing charges. He admitted.
You're using an ambiguous pronoun.
Okay, so the dollar store clerk shot the robber
clerk.
who
He being the
died.
clerk? Yes.
Yes, the
Yeah.
dollar store clerk shot the robber who died. Okay,
Mhm.
the dollar store clerk, having shot the robber, fired his gun once, didn't realize he hit the suspect, who ran out the door.
Hmm.
Now this dollar store clerk runs to the freaking police station, locking the store, runs to the police station and says, obviously waving his Miranda rights, I was scared for my
Very much
life.
so.
I was
Yeah.
scared for my life. I shot once. I didn't know if I hit him. I just saw him run.
It's inside utterance.
Dude, so it really does seem to be
No,
where.
seriously.
But
Yeah, go ahead.
I would be that taqueria guy if I were you on the
Okay,
fucking subway, dude.
It's gone. I'm
Yeah.
just gone. No.
Right?
Let me
Just
tell-
be
let-
gone.
let me
Just
tell
be
you something,
gone.
right?
Shoot
Let me
him
tell
and be
you
gone. Just get out of there.
Yeah.
Back in the day, my brother, when he was a little boy, right? He hit me, and I didn't have this concept of, and I still don't to this day have a concept of a proportional response. So if you hit me, I'm going to subdue you. I'll make sure you're no longer a threat. Okay? And in all fairness, maybe it was a little bit mean for me, when I was like 2 feet taller than him. But, you got to do what you got to do.
Established dominance,
So-
motherfucker.
Well,
Yeah.
it's beyond that.
Absolutely.
It's
But-
more
but-
practical than that.
But my
you don't
brother
wanna be ins-
decided. Well, be what?
You don't want to be assaulted just at random.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
So,
you don't,
anyways,
and society can't withstand behavior that way,
Yeah.
like that. So
but
we
my
obviously
brother-
have
my-
to discourage it very strongly.
My brother decided that he needs self-defense. So,
Okay.
and then my parents were very much into the idea of him getting some self-discipline. So it's like
Huh.
he went to karate, right?
Mhm.
And he went to one of those like off branches that were like very extreme, and like he did the Kenchi Kai, and he became a third degree black belt.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But one of the things that his senpai taught him was, don't ever hang around for the police. The criminal
Yeah.
justice system is fucked.
Yep.
Just do what you got to do. Maybe get a witness if you can, but otherwise, just get the fuck out of there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Have
leave.
your loyal on
Yep.
fucking speed dial in case they figure out who was involved.
Absolutely. No.
That's
I mean,
my attitude too, and I would encourage you
Yeah.
to do the same thing, Quest. If you're ever on the subway and you're
oh no,
assaulted,
I've never done anything. I've never shot anybody. I've never assaulted anybody. I've never hurt anybody, and that's
but
never
if
happened.
you were
and I
ever
totally
to do
did-
so,
No,
I would encourage you to just get gone, dude. Just do it and be gone. Just get out of there. Don't involve
What did you
yourself.
hear? Never mind.
Exactly that you think you would, right?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
would hope that you would. I would hope that anyone else listening would. Do not stick around. Just this
Yes.
is not legal advice. This is
No.
just good common sense
Well, yeah,
telling
'cause,
us.
Look, there's a
Well,
there's a law that or a concept of a law that I support from Law of Self-Defense called Kyle's Law, though I have a slightly more extreme version of it.
Of course you do.
His position
Naturally.
is an additional form is handed to the jury that says, if you find the defendant not guilty for reason of self-defense, do you find even a preponderance of the evidence, basically 51% chance this wasn't self-defense? If they find that it didn't even meet that standard, the state has to cover all legal expenses, and a percentage of those legal expenses come out of the personal pocket of the prosecutors involved in the case. I'm in the camp
Wow.
of no. If they are found not guilty, period, clearly the prosecutor was in the wrong. And thus, the prosecutor, out of his own pocket, has to cover the defense costs. It's basically a
Well,
gun to the back of the head of the prosecutor going, you better be damn fucking sure this guy's guilty.
I would tend to agree with that, except for one huge issue. You know how corrupt they are to begin with.
Well, here's the
Yeah,
thing: it doesn't
who's
matter how
gonna
corrupt
hold
they
them
are. If they
accountable?
literally
This will just
are
lead to them
bankrupt from one
interfering.
case,
This will lead to them interfering with the labs and all that stuff more. That I mean, unintended consequences.
oh,
You know
and,
what I'm saying?
and if that is ever
For
found
sure.
out, you know
Well,
how.
dude.
Yeah,
Cut their heads
And
off.
if it's
literally.
ever, who's gonna find out if
it's been
everyone
found
who's
out
gonna find
many,
out
many
works for the
times.
fucking
It's been
for
found
the
out many
DA?
times. Because remember, also, whenever there is
Anyway,
testing
Seawall,
done,
yes, thank you, Seawall.
Yeah.
So, with regards to
Yeah.
the topic of conversation, though,
Which one?
the
several.
yeah, no, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you, Quest, for bringing good topics of discussion.
Absolutely.
Honestly, though, the whole like holding prosecutors, if we're in the mood for like court reform, don't you guys think we should maybe like put bail defendants on bail like into the spare bedrooms of the homes of the judges who like grant it?
Beautiful. Yeah. No. I mean, this is a thing that was like everyone in the cousin was like, oh no, you can't have cashless bail. You can't have this because blah blah blah. Also, it's like no, but as long as we keep it reasonable, like a guy stole a pack of cigarettes or something like that, right?
he's gonna get most of the time. They're gonna get.
He just grabbed it off the shelf and he stole it, which obviously not the case with cigarettes, so we'll call it like chiclets,
or whatever.
A guy stole something. He grabbed something with his hand. He left the store without hurting anybody, right?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm kind of okay with this guy getting cashless bail.
Well, also 9 times out of 10, they get that cashless bail because it's a petty misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell, most of the time the cops don't even arrest them. They just kind of cite them, get their information, send them on their way, and then they're
well, I want to see where Quest is going with this, but go ahead, Quest. I want to see where you're going with this, but I have a question.
Oh well, I'm glad to hear your question first. Let's go.
Oh, sure. Well, how many of these petty crimes, no violence, can society really withstand? How many of these petty crimes can a business really withstand? To what degree should this behavior really be condoned? I mean, honestly, with broken windows policing, like if you show that you care about
Broken
like
windows
these,
wasn't the thing that worked. Actually, the thing that worked was
just as an example, broken windows.
Go ahead.
But like, if you say, we care about these infringements because they, deform society.
Well, I would say that just focusing back on the cashless bail and the violent issue is the fact that most of the problems we've had, I haven't heard of one guy in this cashless bail era of one person that committed a crime that was non-violent, then committing a crime that was huge. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've heard of several enterprises, criminal enterprises set up where like they're doing these petty crimes without hurting people.
The problem has been the people who committed a violent crime and then hurt somebody subsequently. So I mean, like, if we could just say,
well, okay,
if we could say
hang on,
it's non-violent, I don't mind if
I think the reason you're seeing that, you're seeing, people getting out on, cashless bail for like petty crimes and then committing a huge crime, because you're not hearing about the people who aren't doing that, right? Those aren't going to make headlines. Like somebody gets out because they stole Tic Tacs,
yeah,
and then they just don't do anything after that. Like that's not going to make headlines, right?
yeah.
What I'm saying is that if we had stuck to the idea that we classify criminals in a certain way, like these guys have committed a violent crime, and that's it. Like, fucking throw the book at them. And then these other people, these other 70% of people that we have actually arrested, and should really show up for their court date, otherwise then they're in big trouble. These people should get out. I understand that, but why? But the thing is that they had to just pull it too far. The leftists just love to pull it too far, and now they like screwed the pooch on this one.
Well, not only that, but do
So-
you know how bail used to work in
now
America?
Now we can't do that anymore. There was bail bondsman and all that stuff.
Well, no. Before bail
Oh,
bondsman,
no, geez.
back before, like in like the 1800s, what generally would be required is an upstanding member of the community would have to vouch for the person that wanted bail and sign their name to it, and their money was on the line, not the person whose bond was on.
Well, yeah, it's called co-signing. We do that now.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was a requirement to get bail back in the day. You had to have a cosigner. You couldn't just have your own money and throw it at. You had to have somebody in the community vouch
What's
saying,
the point
no.
of a bail bondsman, right? Is that the bail bondsman puts up their
Yep.
money saying that you're going to
Their
show up to
money.
work to
Yep.
court, and if they don't, we are going to physically grab them and
Also-
bring them to court.
That's
So-
right.
Be
You
about the
bring them
hunters.
to court.
Yeah.
Yep.
So is the difference there that as a cosigner who is opposed to just putting up money, puts up your name.
Yeah,
But you
your
actually-
reputation for the community. So
in
if they
some other-
skip town, well, you just helped,
Yeah.
Johnny who just beat up old
You're
Mitz
in
Fitzpatrick.
trouble.
You
You're
know,
in trouble.
yeah, you helped him get out. What the fuck's wrong with you, John? Why would you help Jimmy
Yeah.
out of jail?
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to
And
go
then-
hunt him down now
Yeah.
and bring him.
Yeah,
And
to
now
justice
no one's
because
gonna
of this.
buy your moonshine.
Yeah,
Why would
you
you
know?
help
It's-
Jimmy out of jail?
It's on
Sorry,
your
I had to do it.
on your honor now, John.
Yeah.
You would,
Yeah.
wouldn't you be motivated strongly by
Jimmy
social
out of
pressure.
jail.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I got some other great topics here, if you want.
All right.
Please.
All right, so how about we go with the Journal of Medical Ethics? How about that one? They
Well, I
did
don't know shit about it.
What is the latest? Yeah, so they
an
I-
essay.
uh-huh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well,
You
it
familiar?
wouldn't surprise me, knowing what I know about medical or scientific publishing, to the degree that it's like basically entirely compromised and run by, pharmaceutical and other private
It's
interests.
a little different.
and-
Yeah.
You know what's funny is real quick. My wife has been in the room this whole time. She just left like a
Yeah.
minute ago or so, and this is her specialty, her area of expertise, is like this
Really?
shit. Yeah.
Anyway,
So I just think it's funny though. She would have a lot of insight.
The Journal of Medical Ethics put out an essay where they were looking at the issue of the fact that a very large portion of colleges are requiring vaccines for their students to return, right?
uh-huh.
And so you have a couple of issues there, right? One is just the free will thing, right? Obviously, like whether or not you
Well-
get to decide what you do, right?
Well, also,
But,
it's...
whoa.
Okay. Yeah.
Give me a second on this one. But there's also if there's something that's clearly probably good for everybody, maybe you're going to be a little forceful. That's unfortunate kind of thing. But here's the thing: what they found was that this is clearly not good for a school-age population, for a college-age population. Their primary finding, the most salient thing I saw from the abstract, was that for every single COVID-related hospitalization that was ostensibly related to having been vaccinated, the vaccinated people had 18 and a half other non-COVID related hospitalizations that
18
were
and a
not
half
present
times
in the,
more non-COVID
Yes.
related.
Hospitalizations.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
is this only just now being published?
Yeah.
Germany published a similar study last month.
Mhm.
Why
Well-
is this only now coming out, though? We knew this.
Well,
a
I
year
think
and a
it's
half
I think
ago.
it's the rats trying to get off the sinking ship.
All right, so I'm
Mhm.
actually on their website right now, the BMJ Journal of Medical Ethics.
I got my tweets from past
And I
Is it-
think I
is
think with
this-
and I think the medical industry, what they're trying
Hold
to do
on, let
right
me
now.
ask. Let me ask though: is this the
The
vaccine
liability
boosters for young adults a risk-benefit assessment? Is that what you're talking about? A risk-benefit assessment for young
I was-
adults?
I would I'll put this off the top of my head.
December
not
December
CERN.
5th. How recent was
I'm
this?
gonna look at my own
How
tweets.
recent was this publication? I'm talking about like
It was
December
pretty
5th.
recent. It was in the past few weeks. Hold on a second here. You know, I've got a note.
Yeah,
on
this is
Yes,
the
I'll
one you're
probably
talking
do it.
about. I got it. This is the one you're talking about. I got it. I'll link it.
Yeah, December 5th. December 5th, you're correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotcha. Right.
And in the abstract, they say for young adults 18 to 29, whether they must receive the third mRNA vaccine. Booster mandate in young adults are expected to cause net harm. Per COVID-19 hospitalizations provided, we anticipate at least 18.5 serious adverse events from mRNA.
Okay, that's what it says.
Yeah.
We estimate that between 31 and 43,000 young adults aged 18 to 29 must receive the third vaccine to continue their education. Booster mandates in young adults are expected to cause net harm per COVID-19 hospitalization prevented. Per COVID-19
I
hospitalization
thought it'd be
prevented.
worth bringing up.
Anticipate 18.5 serious adverse effects.
Yeah.
So for every
The-
hospitalization they prevent,
Essentially, that does say that it does prevent a COVID hospitalization. So at least it's slightly doing its job. But
it's
yeah,
it's
18 and a
causing
half?
18 potential hospitalizations.
Yeah.
In return, it's causing 18 in return.
Yeah. So the blinders on the folks that are still like on the train of this is just like it's insanity.
Well,
It's outrageous, dude.
I think
Germany published a similar study recently.
I think what the medical industry is doing is they're trying to get a scapegoat out of this because they don't want to be the one holding the bag.
ass.
So they're going to blame the schools and the government, probably in the end.
Yeah, not questioning that.
Yeah. And then, the government's going to probably blame Big Pharma.
So we covered this one. We covered the Taqueria shooting. We covered JFK having carried a pistol the same day. So I've got two more on my list here. If anybody's interested, one is shell issue in New York State, and the other is the time that my brother and I bought porn in Sweden when we were underage.
You bought? Oh, that's what you said. You said you bought porn in Sweden?
Yeah, it was fun.
That was such a weird thing to hear you say that I didn't know, and I didn't understand what you were actually saying. You bought porn in Sweden. Let's talk about that first.
So my parents decided to, during our heritage trip, they decided to take a night out while we were in Stockholm.
Okay.
And just the two of them night, and they're like, "Oh, you boys, you're good.
Go find some trouble to get into." Yeah, it's a white country. You're not gonna get abducted or beaten.
Well,
Yeah,
back then, yeah.
there were no Somalis back then. Anyways,
yeah,
so
there
did I
were
say
no
that?
Somalis.
Did I say that
Right.
Did I say
It
that
was
loud?
all
Did I
good.
say anything about Somalis? No. So I'm 16, and my brother's like 12, I think, going on 13 at that point, and I just thought that it'd be really fun if we just did something that took balls. So,
Balls.
So, what?
Balls. Yeah, it takes balls.
Balls.
You need your balls to
Big-
drop to be interested in this stuff.
Yeah.
So,
So my brother, who still at that point, even despite the fact that at that point, I think he was a black belt. He just gotten his first black. No, he hadn't gotten that. No, it's not 2 years before he gets his first black belt. Anyways, but he was still good in karate. But he was always so quiet and reserved and all sort of stuff. And I was like that for a while. At some point, I was shy, believe it or not. But at one point in my life, I was shy, and I was trying to get him out of his shell. So I was like, "What's the better way to get you out of your shell than to have to do something that you you shouldn't be doing?" So we went shopping for porn, and boy, oh boy, they got some really interesting porn in Sweden. Anyways,
So what are they into?
I was gonna say, by
Uh,
interesting, do you mean like exotic or like kinky or like scary?
just a little bit more graphic than what you would expect in most American stores at the same time.
Okay.
Just a little bit more graphic. Not I'm not talking insanity, but so I was asking my 12-year-old brother, who he's not small. He looks like a man. I was asking him. I said, go buy this, right? And I'm
Well,
like,
you're
okay,
older,
go buy this.
right?
I was 16.
Why weren't you buying it? Holy crap, dude! You were actually the age in Sweden to be doing that sort of thing.
Specifically, but no, I wasn't at the age. They still had age limitations, but I specifically because I was trying to get him to, like I said, grow up there. Just get up there and just do it,
I see.
Because it didn't work out, I bought it. So we bought it, and I bought it, and we went by the dockside, and we were looking at it, and we came. The reason I thought of this was because someone said something about like cousins or something like that earlier, and made me think of something that there was a part in there where there was like a caption that says something about buttkin, and my brother was like, ass cousin.
Oh, buttkin. That's funny.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yes,
So I'm sorry.
Took me a moment, but I got it.
That's what. Yeah. That's what I was thinking in your head for a little while. Okay, so that one I just totally killed.
Cool story,
all we-
bro.
all we got
Cool
left
story.
Need some more dragons.
is the
It
shell
does.
issue in NY. The shell issue.
Let's do it. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Let's shall issue in New York
No.
State. Fuck yeah.
So on my way to have lunch today, right? I was thinking about that. I was like, well, what the heck would I do if I actually carried it as opposed to just having it in the house, right? And did I say that out loud? Anyways, and I thought about
whatever would you do if
Seawolf-
right?
Seawolf
What an
totally
absurd idea.
Seawolf had an empty holster because he obeys laws. When we're in public places, he obeys laws. But he's like,
okay, hold on. I have a vest. I bought a vest, and I found out later that it has built into it a place to put a concealed carry.
Oh no!
Cool.
See, crazy. Oh, who knew? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna give you a little discredit for that because, like, I thought that you were really cool for having bought that.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, it was
nerd.
just a nice vest, and I found out later, hey, it's got this neat feature that I might use at some point.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Personally,
Yeah.
I'm more interested in doing a small of the back carry anyway. So
You don't have to small the back.
Ha,
Yellow's like
That's
about 10
funny.
bro.
you're funny.
That's pretty
funny.
good.
He's a funny
He's
guy.
funny looking. Go on. Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah. By the way, that was really fun when we were down there in San Antonio.
At the
That was
Riverwalk, yeah.
fun. Yeah.
give me a heads up if
yeah.
you're ever down here, man. We can walk it again.
I'd love to do it again. And by the way, now that what's called now that John's up in Civilization, sorry, Mijjt. But yeah, I'm totally gonna be taking some trips down to Tennessee, so that's gonna be fun too.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
I gotta get my T states a few more times. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
yeah. Well, how many of them are
Settle
there?
down.
Texas,
Tennessee,
Tennessee.
Tennessee, Texas, which I've been to both of them now.
Massachusetts.
That's right. We all know that one.
Yeah.
Illinois.
Wait,
Ohio.
not gonna be working here anymore.
That's funny.
I'm trying to think, actually. I don't think that there are any other T's, right?
Well, I mean, there are only 26 letters in the alphabet, so how many would be starting a state?
I mean, there's a bunch of, like,
There's
A's.
Massachusetts. There's Florida. There's
Florida is best state, dude. Don't Don't hate.
I'm not hating.
It's still pretty.
I'm just fucking you.
It's still pretty great, but
I would still totally visit, like especially with that place with what was that shooting range?
What about like fucking shall issue though, lads?
yeah.
Yeah.
The proper. You mean the proper term shall not be infringed? Go fuck yourself. Government should know who isn't packing.
It's not really though.
Yeah.
It's not really.
The Supreme Court did actually issue something on this, so and basically directly afterwards they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna screw around that." So when I get caught doing something, it will be a thing, or maybe I'll just disappear like a ghost.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
I wake up one morning and someone banging on my door.
No, Seawall, what's happening?
And I'm just gonna, just do the
You have
whole...
a very deep dark well.
You'd be like, Sewell, do you mind if I hang out here for a little bit?
That's right. Can I lay low? I mean,
I
lay
moved
on
this
your
1100
couch.
miles just to be here. Yeah. It's a very specific thing. Yeah.
Pick up my phone, check news from New York.
Yeah. Retarded-looking dude runs away from the crime scene.
Sure, but you're
Hell
buying
yeah,
steak
dude.
dinner tonight.
What?
Well,
Yeah,
what would you do? What would you do, man? What would you carry, Quest? Would you carry the wheel gun? Would you like
I
we've
don't know
discussed in the
anything about-
past?
I don't know anything about guns, and none of them are in the lake across the street from me. This is 57-acre lake. None of them are there.
Right. So I mean, we're talking purely
No,
hypothetically here. Purely hypothetically. What's your taste?
Oh, I'm in trouble.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble now.
Yep, I'm in trouble now.
That's for hanging out on the porch for too long.
Yep.
Okay.
Speaking of too long, you guys.
That's what she said. Yeah.
Never to
Yeah,
me, bro.
do we want to let? I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Do you want us to let Ed on for the last 15 minutes?
Yeah,
Okay.
See if this fucker is.
Shoot this fucker off. Oh, we covered every single issue, so I guess I have no complaints. Love you guys.
We don't have to boot him off though. We can keep Quest if we want.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Right.
Yeah,
I just thought he was in trouble.
Look, we
Yeah.
got enough room on the screen for me to squeeze Jay in there.
I thought he was in trouble. Are you in trouble, Quest?
Oh, I just get yelled at.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was being too loud. I mean, we only got about 4,100 square feet in this house, so.
Yeah, what are you gonna
It's a little
do?
noisy sometimes, you know. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I'll be on here with Jay. I love that guy.
All right. Let's pull Ed in then.
Yep.
Is he willing? Is he here? Is he?
He's here.
Yep.
Are we good to
Hola.
go?
And
Whether he likes it or not, he's here.
We've also got him on the screen now too. We got a full house, 5 guys on screen at once. It's a record.
Oh man, it's like a restaurant.
Speaking of Five Guys, do you know how many franchises of Five Guys Shaquille O'Neal owns? I mentioned this before.
A lot of them.
Did you? I did not listen.
187.
Damn.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I mean, he
didn't
is the
realize
size of 5 guys, so there's that.
Where are
fair.
they principally
Where is that?
located?
like a 320 pounds, 7'2" man. That's a big
Do
guy.
we
yeah.
know where are they
I-
principally located? Do we know?
I did. The furthest place from here that I went to a Five Guys was in Geneva, Switzerland. So they have a few of them.
What?
That's crazy. You went all the way over there in the first. Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
They have
That's the
Amera
good Five
burgers
Guys.
in
Yeah.
in.
Oh no,
I'm sure they're a lot healthier and like better.
You know what's funny is that they have like, you know how sometimes like the lunch and the dinner are separated in some places, right? So for a very large and prosperous town, they're pretty strict about that. Like most of the restaurants close up from 2 to 5.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, a little siesta.
Oh well, that's the sign of a good restaurant. That's one sign of a good restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I literally went to a place called American Burger one time.
Ha! Fantastic.
And then another time we
Dang.
went to we went to what's it called? We went to Five Guys. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, you know what?
We-
So,
we-
unpopular opinion, I
we-
like their burgers. I don't like
I
their
love it.
fries. I do
I
not like their
love
fries.
how many fries they give you, though. I mean, God.
But so
Like,
much,
you buy small
and they're
fries.
so salty and
It's just like
peanutty.
it's like that and the entire fucking bag.
Yeah. Yeah, their burgers are fantastic, but it's like it's just so heavy. So the fries, like,
I listened to a podcast called "How We Made This." I listened to a few of them, and one of them was about Five Guys, and the mom and pop who created the company, they had their teenage sons choose the ingredients. They like present them with like, "Hey, which of these do you like?" Right?
yeah,
And inevitably the kids chose the most expensive ones. But they're
Naturally.
like, okay, we're just gonna, well, we'll use it. Well, sometimes there is a correlation between price and quality.
sure.
So like they're like, whatever you think is the best, we're gonna use it. Boom.
You chose what, peanut oil or whatever? Or
I don't know what the deal is with the peanut oil and the fries. I mean, like last night, my dad made some fries, and they were so spectacular. You know why? Because I actually showed up on time. You know when the fries are hot,
yeah.
it's
Oh, that's the best.
It
Yeah.
makes a huge difference. Huge difference. So, Jay Edgar, what's going on with your move and being in the new place? And I'm sorry I haven't got to catch many of the shows, but it's always good when I do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ed, you're moving too, right?
And I'm inviting you to
I'll
talk.
be moving again in the near future, but I've already
Same.
moved.
Right, he's situated now.
Yeah.
Nice. Evolved here.
Yeah. I mean, I
That's
make
why
better
he
money right now.
feels-
It's good, and I've decided what I want to do with my life when I grow up. So
Good.
Yeah, congratulations on a huge pay raise. Even bigger than mine.
it was good size. I was quite impressed by what they were able to do. But
Oh,
now I
yeah,
realize that I just want to
I'm
live
happy
on
for
100
you.
acres somewhere and make liquor.
Fuck yeah.
And you totally
That-
would sell it.
That is
Well,
a higher. That's a higher calling, bro.
That is
That's
absolutely
a
higher.
higher
You know,
calling.
you know what? I'm really glad we went with liquor instead of Lakim.
Quest.
We'll keep you around.
I'm sorry, the cheese curds are coming out on my Wisconsin friend here. Yeah.
So yeah, here's what we
Well,
do. Quest buys a bunch of land in Tennessee, and we all move there, and Ed makes liquor. That'll be that.
There was an ignorant chat about this earlier today, so there's that. Ignorant. Excuse me. We don't use a full word. There was a chat about that earlier. No, actually, KT. It was so funny because like back with the old number of what this house was worth. My friend, you know KT. Everybody knows KT.
Yep.
She was like on it. I was like just joking around. I'm like, what am I gonna do with X dollars, right? What can my family do? You know, like my dad, my brother, my wife. Like, what can we do with X many dollars, right? And she found like this place, like in like no time. I'm gonna say no time flight. It was basically like she was working on it for like a half hour, and then she's like, "Quest, here's the thing." I was like, "I was joking," you know. But she found like 105 acre, like gorgeous place, gorgeous estate in like what is it, like northeastern Tennessee, mountain views, 105 acres, babbling brook, gargantuan house. Not gargantuan. It's actually slightly smaller than ours, but it's so big, you know. Obviously, you could build if you have 105 acres, but like, and she was like, "So can you just give us like 4 acres and try anything?" I'm like, KT, I was just kidding around.
I mean, I'm down to do that too. I'll take some of those acreage off of you. That'd be
Yeah,
amazing.
Also, a little bit I'm a little bit insulted by you guys thinking that I wouldn't sell the liquor that I'm going to put out there.
But
I mean,
we need,
what's
we
the
need a
Yeah.
license to
That's
sell. We need a license to produce liquor for sale.
Right.
what is the 13th rule of acquisition?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to look it up in the library here. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
I just don't want you to say that on stream. You
Are
know?
you actually remember that off the top of your head? Seriously?
I've been reading them every week for the last
Yeah. yes.
almost year.
Officially, there is no 13th rule of acquisition. Unless you're
There
talking
is
about
officially a 13th rule of acquisition. Anything
Maybe
we're doing is worth doing for profit.
Is that your bumper sticker?
No, but it could be.
That's what I'm thinking.
My bumper sticker is the Brotherhood of Steel crest.
Of what?
The crest of the Brotherhood of Steel. That's my bumper sticker.
There we go.
Yeah,
It-
he's
yeah.
a freaking Bethesda
Yeah.
fanboy.
I mean, it's pretty based.
Well,
Yeah,
obviously,
so
the
is
Brothers Steel is obviously correct, and everyone knows it. That's why everyone hates them.
It is hard to be
what?
correct.
Speaking of
You get a lot of
brothers, seriously, J. Edgar and Sewell sound very related.
Yeah, you heard that? Related, you guys. You sound
Well, I didn't hear what he said.
related.
I said that the J. Edgar, Mr. Beep son, and Sewell, Mr. What are related.
You're like, I don't know. That was weird.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Unlikely.
You're like breaking up a bunch or
I was,
something.
no, I was trying to not say the rest of their names.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Oh, fuck you and the horse you rode it on.
Joke's on you. I don't have a horse.
Well,
He
you
has
guys,
sheep, though.
should we wrap things up?
Yeah,
I think
it's
so, yeah.
About that time, Johnny, play us out.
All right. Well, if for whatever reason you liked anything you heard tonight, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you join our Discord in the description below, so you can join us on future call-in shows. And we will see you guys next week.
Have a good night, y'all.
Later.
Take care.
Bye.